Okay, so just want to talk about the Eurovision Song Contest, which is going to take place in Basel on the 13th, 15th, and 17th of May. Unfortunately, I'm not going there, so yeah, it's a shame. But so we're just going to talk about the songs. I mean, as they are in the album, the studio versions. They are beginning the rehearsals right now, but we still don't know what the performance will look like. So I'm just going to talk about the songs in general and my personal top 10 as well. And how it changed during the last month and a half, because the songs have been released for the last month and a half right now. So I had listened to them many times, so I changed my mind many times, which is unusual because I usually always have like a defined opinion about them, and I don't change them until I see the performance and the staging. But this time I've been changing my mind so much in the last few days, which is interesting. I mean, there's a lot of people complaining every year that every single year there is the worst Eurovision in history. Every single year is the worst. To be honest, I think this one is the most radio friendly in history, which is great, my opinion at least. It can connect to more people, and I think for the first time in a long time there are more songs in the the language of the countries than English, also counting the countries that have English are their national language. And this is something that didn't happen, I mean, since the rule was changed in 1999, right? And allowing everybody to sing in English because before you only could sing in the language of your own country. So I'm gonna read the top 10 I wrote on April 4th, so which is almost 1 month ago, and it has changed a lot, I have to say. So 1 month ago, France was my favorite song. So Maman, Luan. It is still in my top five, I think. But right now, I would say that Baller, Germany, is my favorite song overall. I've been listening to that like on repeat so many times. It's impressive. It's such a bob. It's a such a pop dancing melody, and it's really impressive. I think I'm in love with that song. While France, I mean, it's a nice ballad, still in my top five, as I said, but it's not my first place, I would say. Albania, it was my 10 points, so my second place. It still is. I wasn't expecting, I mean, it was one of the first songs that came out, I think it was December. I don't know how to pronunciate that. It would be Germ, I think, because that's the way it sounds in the song. So I think that's the way it should be read. But I'm not sure, so please forgive me if you're watching this video. Um, it was, it's probably one of the best Albanian entry in the last decade, for sure. And I hope it's going to be in the top 10 at the end for sure. It might win if the staging is right. I mean, I was one of the people that at the beginning, when I began to watch Eurovision a few years ago, I didn't like elaborate staging. I was very Italian in this, and the important is the song, the staging is irrelevant. Right now, after many years of watching Eurovision, I realized that the staging is an important part of an overall performance, that it can make a song look better or look worse. I think Belgium didn't got in the final last year because of the staging, while the song was impressive. So it can give a lot to the song. Um, as many Italians do, I rank my song very high. In fact, it is my third choice right now. My 8 points. I shouldn't be giving votes to my country, but considering this is just a video on YouTube, Instagram, wherever, I'm just gonna do it, whatever. And I mean, I was quite happy when Ollie didn't refuse to go to Eurovision, because I really enjoyed this independent vibe of Lucio Corsi and the meaning of the song as well. And this guy wanted to be a tough guy, but it's not him, and it's fine because not everybody is meant to be tough. There are different types of being yourself, and so I know it's going to be in Italian, so many people are not going to get it. But I mean, it's fine. It's a great song, and I'm happy that we're competing at the Eurovision with this great song. And also the melody, it reminds me of David Bowie sometimes, and the staging, also the way he performs, it's impressive. One of my favorites for sure. So, the Netherlands, Claude, C'est la vie, my number four right now. And there are so many songs in French this year, and I love this. It's such a musical language. I love the way it sounds. Unfortunately, I'm not a good French speaker, but I can understand a few things. But I'm gonna try to learn more. I want to try to speak French in the future a bit better. And so I also, I mean, when Claude was announced as the competing artist for the Netherlands, I looked for him on iTunes and Spotify, and I also fell in love with his debut album that came out last year. And I think I've been listening to his songs quite Parle Français for sure, and yeah, the album was released in 2024 in November. Yeah, but listening to it, I mean, it's an impressive pop album. It's such a contemporary classic pop album. I fell in love with this. Okay, so if I read my list that I wrote down in April, I should say Belgium right now, Red Sebastian, Strobe Lights. But there is a huge fight with Finland, Ichkomme, Erika Wickman. I didn't know her until last year when I saw her performing with Korea at the UMK at the final. I went to listen to her discography, and she's actually impressive. And she has her own vibe, her own style. She's kind of unique. She also did a song in Italian about Cicciolina, which is I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. And I really hope she gets to a good position at the end of the competition. I hope she doesn't change her dress that much because I know the EBU complained. They always do, I think. Uh, Barabada Bastu. Okay, this is the first time is competing in Swedish since 1999, and I understand why many people say the song will win, and it might be, but this year I think it's a more open competition. I'm not really sure it's going to win because the staging will change a lot of minds at the end of the day when we'll see all the stagings. And then Hadong's Kiss Kiss Goodbye. It was one of my favorite. I've been listening to it many, many, many times. Maybe right now I like it, but still maybe not as much as I did at the beginning. Um, Ruha, I don't know how to pronounce that. Iceland. This is my dirty guilty pleasure of this year. It's such a feel good song. I love to listen to it when I'm walking or when I'm in the office. I'm working and I've listened to this song and it's really impressive. And so I'm just gonna talk about this is kind of peculiar because back in April, serving as it's called now wasn't even in my top 10. Miriana Conte, the song was called Kant, but now it's called Serving because the Maltese word for singer sounds like an English slur, so they had to change the song. It is one of the most radio-friendly songs of this year, or the most gay-friendly song of this year as well. And this is going to perform well. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be okay. And I really want to see what they're going to do on the Eurovision stage with that. Um, Spain, okay, I have a weird relationship with the Spanish song this year, Esa Diva, because I loved the Benidorm version. Then they did revamp, and at the beginning, when I first listened to that, I said, no, it's not in my top 10 anymore. But the more I was listening to this song again and again and again, I think I got used to that. And apart from there is this huge subwoofer sound in the second half of the song. I don't know how to define that really, and it's still annoying me a lot. So it used to be higher in my chart, but it's a good song. It's a good song. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Portugal Deslocado, which is an impressive song. I usually love Portugal at Eurovision. This year is the same. Tavakis, Lithuania. It looks like alternative rock song from the when I was younger. So definitely looking forward to it on stage. And I think as an Italian, many people will love me. Many people. I don't think people will watch this video, but anyway, I think I should talk about Espresso Macchiato and Tutta l'Italia, which are the other Italian songs in competition this year for San Marino and Estonia. Okay, so Both songs rely on stereotypes, but somehow Italians love tutta l'Italia, but they don't like espresso macchiato, even if they both rely on. I mean, I just can't listen to tutta l'Italia. I just can't stand the song. I just can't. It's a song about, oh my god, we are going to be late tonight. We are good lads. The Gioconda is still in France. I just can't. I just can't. It's I mean, I don't know. It was supposed to be a jingle for the Sanremo. Now it's a song competing at the Eurovision. I, um, I don't know. Everybody in Italy is rooting, is cheering for this song. They hope it's gonna be winning. I don't think so. I'm not sure we're gonna see it in the finals. In the final, we'll see. While Espresso Macchiato, I mean, Tommy Cash did a lot of great songs in the past. This one is I mean, is singing in this Brooklyn's dialect, which is kind of a fake Italian. It's weird that in Italy we got really angry at the songs that is taking making fun of Italian Americans rather than Italians, but somehow we got so into the stereotype that we got mad as well because yeah, there is this mafioso guy. So I mean, I understand, but at the beginning when I first listened to the song, I said, okay, this is weird. But the more I listened to it, the more I liked it. But I am now in phase number three. I listen to the songs too much. I can't listen to it anymore. And this is the problem with Eurovision. There is a group of hardcore fans that are listening to the songs many times for months before the contest actually begins, while most of the people who are going to be voting from home listen to the songs only once in the final or in the semifinals, and that's it. So it's a completely different feeling that you have while listening to most of these songs, right? And I'm really looking forward to this contest. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, if Sweden is going to win at the end of the day, it's going to be like, seriously, because everybody's suspecting this, not because of the songs being bad, it's actually not. But I think this year competition is actually good because there isn't a song that stands more than the others. And this is a great thing because you have a better competition, a proper competition. So really looking forward to the rehearsals that maybe in a few days we'll know a bit more. And yeah, also Gaia, it used to be one of my favorite songs at the beginning. Now I think uh, it's getting a bit lower in my chart. But I was reading a report from Basel. It seems that the performance is impressive. So we'll see, you know. And I'm really curious to know what you think about this Eurovision Song Contest. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be interesting, but probably it's also gonna be calmer compared to last year. And I mean, according to what I see right now, I loved the logo, and I wasn't really sure about Times New Roman at the beginning because the font they've been using is Times New Roman. Well, I would have never thought about this, you know. But it's actually the more you get used to it as well. It's always like that, right? The more you get used to somebody, the more you accept that. It's actually a nice logo and logo type. The thing is, they've been using a different slogan in on the location compared to United by Music, which is now the standard motto of the Eurovision. I think they've been using "Welcome Home" in some locations in Basel, and it's a better motto compared to United by Music, considering that the first Eurovision was won by Switzerland in Switzerland, so it makes sense. But this is the third Eurovision in a row that has United by Music as its slogan. It doesn't work. I think they will have to change. So next year they will revert to the old rules, and every contest will have a different slogan. I really hope so. So let me know what you think about this year contest. Which songs are your favorite? And yeah, if you're still watching this video, I'm glad you are. And thanks for watching.